See what they think. Thank you for my bubbly. So that's what I was going to tell you. Bubbly is no longer my favorite sparkling water.
I got it just for you. It was more money,
really?
bro.
That is very.
I went to the Safeway today, and I was gonna get. I needed some anyway. I normally get the Safeway brand. It's called Soleil.
That's right. Soleil.
And then they said, and then
Silent
said,
L at the end.
I think I've never asked them, but just assume it's French. And it was like $2.50 for a case, and this one was $5.
Wow.
But
Cheers.
I got it for you.
Cheers to you for getting me this.
Cheers. I like the can too. It's a cool color.
It is, and I like how it says what's that, or hey you, or hello, or whatever.
Oh, it's different for each can.
So my issue overall with sparkling water now is that if you're drinking out of a can, you have to drink it within a good, I don't know, half an hour if you want the carbonation to stick around.
That's true.
So I got a bottle of Crystal Geyser sparkling water.
Okay.
And what I like about it is that you can twist it and put the cap back on if you can't drink it all at once.
Right.
And it's also super flavorful.
Okay.
Without any sugar.
Are you a child? Like, can you not get through a can of water in a half hour?
You know what? I think what it is sometimes, you know, I'll be watching a show and I'll have this and I'll be drinking from it, and then I get super like into the show, and then I come back an hour later and it's no longer sparkling. It's just water.
I mean, that's the upside of sparkling water, is when it goes bad, it becomes just regular water, which is still okay.
But I like bubbly. So going back to kind of the name for this, I think it's not a bad idea to maybe think it over and give our viewers a chance to.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a stickler for the name. I don't really care that much, but I just want it to be about a little bit of a conversation, so students can see, you know, what teachers are all about, you know, or at least what we're about.
Yeah.
Their teachers are about. Obviously, we're just people.
Yeah.
It's not like every teacher is the same. In fact,
true.
There's a lot of diversity. There's like regular people.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be unique for us because I would say even more than our working relationship, we're friends first.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like it started off
very true.
being colleagues, but now I feel like it's in a place where you are my friend first and then you are my colleague.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of what makes it really unique.
That's why I think doing it with you is going to be good, because we already have like a good relationship.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, you're all right.
When name one time, besides the fact that I didn't come to your mom's birthday today.
I can't think of a time. You know, I was just talking to Kate about one of our favorite things about you is that you're pretty much down for anything, anytime. I try
to be.
It's very rare for me to say, hey, do you feel like doing X, Y, or Z? And for you to be like, no, I don't feel like it. I think you're super open to kind of doing anything, anytime.
Yeah, I try to be. I feel like that's the best. I used to be not that way, and then I started trying more things, and I found it way better. More interesting.
Yeah.
You get to, I don't know, experiencing things is something that I've become really a big fan of. Just because you get to learn more about the world, you know, all the things. There's so much that's out there.
Yeah.
There's so many things to try, places to see.
And I love the idea of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. You know, obviously in a healthy way.
Yeah.
But doing something that just kind of challenges you, even if you're not like. It might be completely out of your whatever zone of, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I totally. That's kind of what I feel like my life is supposed to be. Like always finding the edge of your comfort zone and just sort of constantly expanding it.
Yeah, and I think that everybody has their own comfort zone. Like we both know people who are whose comfort zone is probably very different than ours.
That's true. There are people that don't like to expand their comfort zone.
Not so much, and they're happy. With that. They don't want to.
That's true.
They have no interest in doing so.
I guess that's a valid way to be as well.
It's comfortable, for lack of a better word. It's comfortable.
Right.
You figure out what you like and you just stick with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like, my analogy would be like if you go to a sandwich shop and you know what you like and you get the same thing every single time and you go to the same sandwich store. It's like, you know what you like, so
Right.
Why change it up? It's not that I agree with that, because I think my philosophy is very different.
Yeah, I'm very, yeah.
But I think I get it.
So what's weird about that is there are certain things in my life that I do like routinely do.
Like what?
Like repeated, like I'll eat something very similar, like on a day-to-day basis.
That's true.
As far as like a meal prep thing.
You eat what I call prison food.
Well, it's okay.
Right?
That's fair. It's not the best.
Breakfast really looks
not anymore, bro.
unappetizing.
Not anymore.
What is it now?
It used to be like, you know, like I had like oatmeal.
Yeah.
Very plain oatmeal with like chia seeds and stuff. They don't do that anymore.
What do you eat?
Now I eat, what do I eat? I eat like, I have 2 eggs, fried eggs, 3 pieces of turkey bacon, an avocado.
Switched from regular bacon? I know you were.
I switched because my cholesterol levels skyrocketed. Yeah. So I'm trying to bring down some of the saturated fat.
Yeah.
But, so I switched to turkey bacon. I have 1 avocado. It's called a teeny tiny avocado from Trader Joe's.
I've seen those.
And
they
then
make your hands look huge when you put them in your hand. Do you ever do that thing where you go to the store and you find like a really big vegetable or a small vegetable, you put it in your hand, you take a picture of it?
No, I never
do that every time.
Why?
Like I was recently at the store.
You just have a million pictures of you holding vegetables?
I'll send it to someone.
For what? Just to say, like, look at
my hands are, look how small my hands are. Like I saw this gigantic Brussels sprout the other day.
Okay.
Huge. And I put it in the palm of my hand and it made my hand look tiny, and I took a picture and sent it to someone. I was like, look how small my hands are.
And then you put it back.
And then I put it back.
You should have bought it. I would love to see it. A giant Brussels sprout?
Giant Brussels sprout.
Like normally Brussels sprouts are like what, that big?
It's pretty small. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I switched up. So, and I do a little bit of sautéed spinach.
Okay, that's very different than what you're used to eating.
It's legit. So but I'll have that regularly. Like I'll have that every Monday through Friday.
Wow.
Saturday, Sunday, I'll eat whatever.
You don't get bored of it?
Not yet. I've done it for almost a year.
Wow. That's impressive.
I don't know. I'm just somebody who doesn't get, like, I like to, I don't know. It's weird. I don't get bored by it. I actually look forward to breakfasts in the morning. No.
I'm not, for me, ever since I was a kid, I never really looked forward to breakfast much.
Why not? When you were a kid? What happened?
Still now. It's not something I look forward to. I think one of the issues is that I just don't wake up hungry. It probably has to do with how like I eat later at night and I snack at night, and which I should probably stop.
Snack, yeah.
You know, but I wake up in the morning and I'm just, I don't know. I would like to be in a place where I'm getting up and eating breakfast, because I think a lot of times when we get to work, you know how it is. It gets so crazy, and then before you know it, it's like 11:30 and I haven't had a meal yet.
Yeah, well, the problem, if you don't eat your breakfast before class starts, you can get into a scramble where you're not going to eat until lunchtime, and sometimes not eat. Like, it's hard to find some time.
Yep.
You know, unless you have a prep period. You know,
right around lunchtime.
Yeah, or even before, like third or fourth period.
Yeah.
Maybe fifth. But you know,
yeah.
You have to. I think you can train yourself to be hungry at certain times. Like, I've noticed that since I developed a real routine, like, I will get hungry at those times now. Like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. And then right around lunchtime, like, yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm going to try to make it a goal to eat before I leave home this year. At least for a semester, just to try it for first semester. Because my preps are first and second period, right? So a lot of times, I'll get up, I'll do all my stuff, I'll do my workout, and then I'll be like, when I get to work, I'll eat. The issue is when I get to work, so much happens.
Especially since you're DL.
Yeah. That I just, before you know it, I haven't eaten. And I think that's something I got to stop.
You should just, but the problem is you have to wake up earlier.
I'm okay with that.
So you'll have to wake up like a half hour.
Yeah. You know what I've realized, though? This is actually a pretty recent realization. I used to, when I was much younger, I used to love sleeping in. I no longer enjoy sleeping in. Like, the feeling that I have if I sleep in, and by sleeping in I mean like if I sleep until say 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's technically
sleeping in, dude. As someone whose job starts at 7:30 and you have to get up at, like, especially for where you live.
True, but think about our summers, right? As teachers, we're not working during the summer. We're not choosing to work. So you can sleep in, right?
Yeah, but I feel guilty.
But I feel like, you know, a lot of our students, when you talk about sleeping in, to them, sleeping in means in the afternoon, like sleeping till noon or 1 or whatever.
Yeah, I hear some bizarre numbers.
Yes.
Like 3 p.m.
Yes. But for me, I've reached a point now where if I'm not getting up anytime before 7:30, I actually wake up feeling kind of guilty, like I've just wasted my morning.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
You know,
if I wake up, I say 8 o'clock. Like if it's past 8, like I set my alarm for 8, even in the summer, because I'm like I don't want to. It's so easy for it just to start to shift.
Yeah.
Right.
But with us being only a couple of weeks away from starting school, I feel like I want to go back into waking up at the time, which is 5 a.m. for me. Waking up at 5 and just kind of
rough
starting the. I know, but when you know, like my neighbors next door, they wake up. They're in their 60s. They wake up every day at 5 without an alarm. They're up doing stuff, and
they're just probably like.
It's pretty cool. I'm like, imagine how many more hours in the day you have, how much more time you have to do stuff.
But you have to go to bed earlier.
You have to be.
So it's not like you're gaining hours.
That's my issue.
You're gaining daylight.
You're getting daylight, which I think is a really big deal.
If you're a farmer, that's why farmers have to get up like at 4, right? Maximize the daylight.
Yeah.
But then they're going to bed at like 8.
See, my issue is thinking about going to bed anytime before 10.
It's hard.
During the school year, I think 10 should be the time for me. But I mean, in the summertime, with us, with students, with everybody, it's like there have been nights in the past month where I've probably gone to bed at 3. You just get so caught up, like watching a show, and then before you know it, you're like, wow, I should probably be sleeping right now.
Yeah, I like my. It's weird. It shifted for me too. I used to love to sleep in, and now it's like I just feel guilty. So that's an adult thing.
You think it's just something that happens as you get older?
Yeah.
Are we getting old?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Gray hairs, like aches, pains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I told you when you were in your 20s that once you hit 30, weird stuff starts happening, like random pains and whatnot.
Yeah. That's true. I've gotten some random pains, but I got a lot of non-random pains. But that's because jiu-jitsu. It's hard to know when you do something like jiu-jitsu because like you're constantly having like little sores, and it's like, is that my age or is that just because I've been like getting beaten up? What
belt color or level?
I'm white belt.
So which it starts with white.
Yeah, white belt.
And then what does it go to next?
Which is the lowest belt you can be.
Okay.
So it's the lowest. And then it goes blue.
You've won a few competitions though.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going only against white belts?
Yeah. So the way they do it is you get your skill level, which is your belt, your weight, your age, and your gender, male or female. You can't fight.
Oh, you can't?
Males can't fight females.
I did not know that.
So so basically they lump you into those categories based on those things. So
have you won every competition you've entered so far?
No. I've lost. Let me think. I lost the very first competition I did. I got 3rd. The second competition I didn't even medal. And then the last 4 I got gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's the next belt color?
Blue.
Are you close to getting that?
Yeah, I'm pretty close because I've been doing it for almost 2 years now.
Who decides when you get that?
La profesora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he decides. He gives you your belt.
Can you like when I was coaching soccer, right? There were kids who weren't getting as much playing time, and sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, coach, can I talk to you about why I'm not getting playing time, or like what do I need to do?" Is it okay to have a conversation?
I don't know. I don't bring it up. I don't. I'm not. I don't it's not that important to me, the belt itself, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, I think, to me, it's more of like, when he feels like he wants to give it to me, like, that's totally fine. I'm not...
That's good.
I'm not attached
you're not
to
chasing it.
No, I just like doing it for my own personal reasons. It would be nice, like, it's a nice validation, sort of like, yes, you've kind of reached a certain level of skill.
Yeah.
And this is sort of to signify it, but nothing really changes, right? It's not like all of a sudden, like, because now I have this blue, like, piece of, like, cloth around me, I'm like another level. So I'm the same person I was yesterday. It's just like, okay,
Makes sense.
here's just like a little cell. It's almost like a birthday, right? Like you have a birthday, you turn, let's say 30. It's like, oh, big 3-0. It's like, well, I'm still basically the same person I was yesterday.
It's just gotten older.
It's just like it's just like we've decided like here we'll just sort of make a mark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. Which, by the way, regarding birthdays, I've become very bitter towards them. I don't understand the point of celebrating birthdays anymore. I feel like I'm that grumpy old guy. But what I was gonna go back to regarding the belts is, I think from my angle, like something that I started around the same time you started jiu-jitsu, which was pottery, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
I
throw in clay?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? No.
I guess.
I don't know what they call it. I'm just making
You know what's
stuff up.
funny? Every time I tell someone that I do pottery,